This is a quick demo of an automated lead to proposal to CRM flow, where we've got a proposal template that gets injected with information off the basis of the form, and then all of the data after the signature is signed, the proposal is signed, it gets pushed into the CRM. So I'll talk through it a bit later. We'll just run through a quick demo of it now. So I've got a Typeform form up here. In this example, we're going to imagine the company selling the service. So the one offering the form is an automations consultancy. So I've just got someone called Ben Smith here using my email with just the @Ben Smith to tailor it to Ben Smith here with the company Smith Estates. So then what we're going to do is we're going to enter in some bottlenecks. So we're just going to say my lead ingestion process is too manual and slow. I would like a speed to lead system. Then we're going to go here, and then it's going to ask if there's another major pain point. We're going to say yes. My lead generation process is also too slow and manual. I would like an automated lead generation and enrichment system. So both just for leads. It's going to ask for another pain point. We're going to say no here. Which level of development would you want? So basic or enterprise, and I'll cover this later. We're just going to hit basic for now, and we're going to press OK. I need to make sure that we're running this because it's operating on a webhook. What is your desired kickoff date? So this is month day, which is, need to swap that really as we're in the UK here. But anyway, we're going to submit this. That's going to be the form completed. We see that it's now been picked up. So what's happening here is we've got two bits of logic, and we're using AI for this, but essentially it's analyzing the pain points and based off some data that we feed it. So it's going to basically calculate the amount of efforts and then the amount of days effort for the build, how many builds we're doing, how many individual workflows are going to be built. And then we've got a day rate, which we then calculate the day rate, and this all gets fed into the proposal. So what's happened here is the person has been entered into the CRM as an inquiry. So if we go over to Airtable, we've got inquiries. All of the information has filed in here. As you can see, we've got estimated time taken, estimated cost, and then solution 1, solution 2, and pain point 1, pain point 2. So that's what's happened there. This here, HTTP, is sending the proposal. It's generating the proposal from Docs Automate, and then we're sending it here in the Gmail. So if I check my inbox, here we go, your Scriptic automation proposal. And so this is to Ben Smith. So we're just going to imagine that Ben Smith has now received this email. And then we go, and then we've got, hello, Ben, thank you for reaching out. So blah, blah, doesn't really matter too much. And then we go review and sign proposal. So now we can go in here. And now I'm using a test mode in Docs Automate. But as you can see, and I'll show you the template afterwards, but we've got the proposal here that's been sent off, signed, prepared for Ben. It's got the date, it's got the email, dear Ben Smith, got the name piping in, got the company name. We've got the pain points and proposed solutions here. So the proposed solutions, this is done using AI, and I'll talk a bit more about this afterwards. But yeah, basically we're using AI as a bit of a cheat code to just generate some solutions. And then what we have, scope of services, we've got a service here, which was basic. We've got the estimated delivery, which is we're calculating the time taken it would take to build these. And then we're multiplying for the investment, which is the cost. We're multiplying the estimated days taken to the day rate of the consultancy. And so here we go. We've got a scheduled kickoff, which is the date that we entered in the form, and then we've got name. We are Ben Smith, of course, so we will do this. When are we signing it? We're signing it today, and then let's quickly just I'm just going to do a quick Smith apply signature, and so this is going to kick off the second half of the flow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it. I'm going to run, wait for new data here. We're going to complete the signing stage, complete. What it's going to do then is grab that data, grab the row in Airtable. So grab the latest, or not the latest, sorry. It's going to grab the row based on the email, which comes from the webhook payload. We then send a notification on Slack, which is a new client Ben Smith has signed, company name, problems, and then it lists the problems down here, just to demonstrate a way of notifying the agency stakeholders. And then what happens then is they move from the inquiries column into the clients column, because now they are officially in the onboarding process within the company. They have agreed to sign on and get some services. So, I mean, ignoring this blank row here, which was from prior, we then have seen that they've moved from this row here into the clients row. And this just copies a lot of the same data, but here we've got more detail around status. Obviously, a lot more stuff is going to happen down the line. And this may be in a different data sheet entirely. I just wanted to separate the inquiries and the clients instead of cluttering up one table. So a little bit more information on this. As I said, we're using Docs Automate. We're using this template here and piping in a bunch of different variables: client name, date, the current date, sorry, client email, their first name, company name. This is a dynamic table for pain points and solutions. The solutions we generate using AI, and then some other stuff we calculate. So that obviously came from the form. Delivery time frame comes from a calculation within the AI, and also the total investment here. And this happens in here. So what I'll do is I'll show you this. So we pipe in the problems, and then what we output is the solutions to those problems. So that's the first AI, what this ChatGPT call is doing. The second one is generating estimated time in days, the estimated total cost, and the estimated completion date. So we pipe in the problems, the packaged here, the start date, and then it's going to calculate the estimated time in days. Based on a day rate, it's going to calculate the estimated cost, and then completion date is the kickoff date plus the estimated time in days. Obviously, for an example, an automations example like this, it's very nuanced, so this system probably wouldn't best suit that example. This system would best work for companies where you've got a select few services, so that there's a strict logical configuration. So essentially what you'd do is you'd replace these two steps here with a logic tree of what service have they chose, etc. How much does that cost? Instead of using AI to gauge things for you, because obviously you don't want a proposal going out that's based off AI. But yeah, you would have a logic tree here with strict logic flows. And then also you could have a human in the loop section. So you could have a step here which has the proposal variables before they get piped into the document. You could have a step here where it's wait for human review. So you'd notify a stakeholder. They would review all of the variables to be piped into the proposal, and then only when they accept those does the proposal get sent out. But yeah, that was just a quick example of a lead form flow to a templatized document and signing using Docs Automate, and then using a CRM to save and the client in the client flow onto onboarding. One other thing I forgot to mention is that we have this flow here as part of the Docs Automate, which on sign files the signed proposals inside a Google Drive folder. So this happens automatically within Docs Automate. This is a setting not done in Make. I mean, it could be done in this flow, in the second flow here, but it is done inside Docs Automate, which is something that we configured. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.